Welcome back. I'm Lupercus, and this is Cloudstone Vale. I've been busy at work between episodes. Hey there, Mr. Wolf. He's got new armor on, as you can see, red armor. I dyed it red. We got that from our exploration, where we found the armadillo and brushed it with the copper brush. And then the other Mr. Wolf down here, he has on brown armor, and I dyed his collar to match. So we have a brown and we have a red. So exciting stuff. What you may notice here is a whole lot more pillager banners. I believe we were at 4 pillager banners in the last episode. And I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been working on the farms, but the pillagers have been coming at me hard, and I've been taking them to the hut and taking them out. So, yeah, just tons and tons of pillager banners. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 banners. So we've had 12 raids where I took out the leader of the pillager band. So really good stuff. I went and did a fishing session. So I didn't do it on camera because not great content to sit there and watch me do 50 casts and catch 50 items. But I did it off camera, and I wanted to show you. I put everything I got in this chest. Just made one simple fishing pole, non-enchanted. Great early game thing to do. Everyone should do it in their world. At least 1 or 2 fishing poles early in the game because you get so much good stuff. So here's what we got. We got leather boots, leather. We've got 20 raw salmon, 34 raw cod. I think that gravel came from something else, but I've got a lily pad, a name tag. So now we have a name tag to name the horse or the dogs or the parrot or whatever we want to name. One strange book with fortune and looting, so I'll have to decide which way I want to go with that. 1 rotten flesh, and look at this lure. We've got look at this fishing rod with lure 2 and mending. Well, we could be able to heal this up and get the durability back. So we're going to put that back in our inventory. A nautilus shell and 7 puffer fish. So really good run there. Advanced up with some good stuff, and yeah, so things are going great here. So good fishing session. We got the wolf armor out of the way. I showed you the pillagers, and we're gonna sleep this night off, and then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do next. Alright, it's morning and it's raining, but that's okay because it's alright. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So look at the farms. Wow, so things are growing well, and then you'll notice I've made 2 more farms over here. As I've worked on the chickens and the cows, I've realized I needed more wheat. So I made a dedicated wheat field here, and then came up here onto this tier and made another dedicated wheat field. Now these wheat fields won't grow as fast as the alternating crop field will grow, but for my needs and purposes, this is fine, and I really don't need tons more potatoes, carrots, beetroots, and all these other things. So I'm quite happy to let that take a little bit longer. But yeah, we've got to harvest all of that. And sugarcane situation is the same. But that's something I'd like to address potentially soon. So more to come on sugarcane. Look at this chicken farm. Unbelievably doing well. So I've harvested it a few times, and you can see this is the result. I've got several stacks of chicken, lots of feathers. Yeah, really, really good. This is where we're going to heal or I guess repair the rod. The cows are doing well too. They're obviously a little slower, but I have harvested them a few times and got things looking pretty good over here. Get rid of these eggs real quick. There we go. And we're going to come over here and check out the sheep and the pigs. Tell you what, while we're here, let's just go ahead and give these guys a quick breeding, because they don't take near as long. Alright, but you can see we've got our population of sheep looking pretty good, and getting close to being able to remove these dirt blocks and let the young ones come through so we can do some harvesting as needed. So, all right, let's move over to the pigs. I've switched over to carrots for the pigs for their breeding, and they're breeding up nicely as well. You can see, yep, they're looking good. So I'll breed these guys up. Whoops, eating my own carrots here. So breeding these guys up, getting plenty of XP. You can see my XP levels are up to 50 right now. Really all I've been doing is just running around these farms, just maintaining them and moving them forward off camera. Alright, the most work I did off camera was over here. Remember, the bamboo area was kind of small, so I did a lot of terraforming and was able to get a nice big open area here for the bamboo. That's much better. I had to cover up a cave that was under here. A lot of work to get all the dirt moved around and filled in. There was a big hole right about here that I filled in. If you guys may remember that. There's still some remnants of it here. There's a cave entrance there that I left, but yeah, the bamboo's looking good, and let's give this a quick harvest. I think what I'll do is harvest this on camera, but I'll speed it up in post so that you guys don't have to watch the entire thing in regular motion. Here we go. Alright, so that took a little while, as you can see, but definitely ended up with a good haul there of bamboo. We've already got bamboo stacks are growing great. Not a big fan of this manual bamboo farm. This takes quite a while, but automated bamboo farms are one of my favorites, so we will get to that at some point in the series for sure. Alright, now we're going to get to this fishing rod. I want to put him in my offhand, and we're going to harvest up these cows, and then we'll breed them again once we harvest them. The idea, though, is that everything in this bottom level is not part of the main herd, and I can go ahead and get rid of these, and then when I breed them up, the babies will, or the baby cows will come down into this cobblestone area, and that'll be the next round for our harvesting. So I'll do this off camera and meet you on the other side. Well, just to show you the power of mending, I haven't even finished these cows, probably half of them, and this fishing rod is completely repaired to full durability. So, wow. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got 18 plus another 64 of raw beef, and then another 40 leather to add, and then I've grabbed a stack of wheat, and we're gonna go ahead, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab about 1.5 stacks here, and we'll go ahead and breed these guys up for the next round. A lot of cows to breed. careful not to get crushed in here. Keep moving and jump from time to time if you get stuck. And then if you need to, rotate off of the wheat. That'll get you unstuck every time. Probably should thin this out just a little. It's a little too crowded in here. But the more crowded it is, the more harvest we'll get on the other side of this breeding. So you could also make the fence bigger. That's another option as well. And you can see the babies are already starting to spill out into the area. So these farms are working out great. Now time for the chicken farm. Go ahead and clear out this bottom layer first. I'll do that off camera, and then we'll breed up the internal group there. Well, a group of pillagers has snuck up on me as I've been breeding chickens, so we're going to deal with these guys really quick. They have stuck themselves inside the sheep pen here, so let's see if we can just pick them off and not have to go in the hut here. I keep missing. There we go. I don't want to get in range of their arrows, but I can pick them off from back here and not have to deal with taking damage from them, potentially. Just aiming just above their heads because the distance here is a little too far for a straight shot. The arrow falls ever so slightly. And we have successfully taken down another raid here at Cloudstone Vale. I built this arrow from string I got from some spiders that showed up. And love the bow and arrow over the crossbow. I just feel like, I don't know, it flows better for me. Well, as you can see, we've gotten a good many more feathers and a good many more chicken just from that one run. Wow. And then all these eggs, I run through here and pick them up and then just throw them on the ground as I run around, and it makes even more chickens. It's crazy. This chicken farm is really getting it. No issues with food or feathers or anything like that right now. Alright, now we're going to do a little montage on the farm here. I'm going to harvest everything and replant it. And you guys can watch that in a fast montage. Alright, so I've brought in a few more furnaces, and I wanted to get going on some food here before we go on our next journey. So I've filled these furnaces with different items that we can make for food, and let all the coal run out. So now all we have left is to smelt the rest of this. I brought in our bamboo, and I'm going to show you how we can use that to make great furnace fuel. We have so much of it, it's so renewable, and it actually goes pretty far when it comes to how much it will smelt. Now, it won't smelt as many as, or it won't cook as many pieces as coal will, but again, it's renewable, so we can get this over and over and over, and coal is not renewable. So there we go, and you can see I barely touched all of that bamboo. And I'm going to go ahead and make up some recipes for food here. We're going to grab this, and that'll make us a whole bunch of cookies. So this is where I'm storing our food stores right now. I went ahead and made some pumpkin pie as well. So yeah, there we go. And then we're making some steak and some cooked chicken, and I believe, yeah, some baked potatoes. So we're gonna have food stored up and sitting pretty in this chest here. So things are looking good for that. Looking good. So yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to finish cleaning out this inventory, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, as you can see, we've smelted up or cooked up all this food here. We've got stacks and stacks of food. Not going to need any food for a while, and I've restocked all the bamboo planks in every one of these furnaces, so they're fully loaded, and there's still a little bit left over. Made some sticks, maxed that out. That's another thing you can do with your bamboo is get some sticks and not waste your good, precious resources like your spruce and your oak and birch and whatnot to make sticks out of. So another option there. Let's see. Now, so then you think, well, what are we going to do with these farms? If we don't need food, why in the world do we need all that chicken and all that beef? Well, we can start trading with villagers. That'll be one of our next steps, is starting to trade with a butcher and other villagers that we can. A farmer would be another good one, where we can use our excess of our farms to make some emeralds. Then we can use those emeralds in other ways to advance ourselves in the game. We had another, but there's our other pillager that we killed with the bow and arrow, and I went ahead and made some more arrows. I was getting low, so we're up to 50. So now we've got our to-go box. I was going to also make a cake really quick, so let me go gather the stuff for that. Alright, I've got everything to make a cake. It's 3 buckets of milk, 1 egg, 2 sugars, and 3 wheats. So we're going to have that, and I'm going to place that somewhere. Let's find a good spot for that. How about not down here. Probably over here in our living room area. Yeah, I'd say right in here. Let's go right in front of the window here. So we'll put down a spruce plank, almost like a table. And then we'll throw down our cake. Now, once you put this down, you can't pick it back up, but you can eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and have a slice of it. And yeah, you can see that it goes away a slice at a time. So there it is. So we can snack on that as we like. I think next time I'll place it this way so you can kind of see inside of it. But kind of neat to have a cake in your house. You can munch on as you're working. All right, get reorganized here. and we'll get off on our adventure. We still have to go to the west for 2,000 blocks, and then we'll have all the cardinal directions taken care of for exploring our local area, 2,000 blocks in every direction. Alright, I'll meet you back and we'll head out. Alright, let's check our to-go inventory here. We've got our armor. Copper's looking a little worse for the wear, but we're retiring it after this trip. And I've already placed an armor stand down here in the basement. This is where our copper will go, our first set of leather, our first set of copper. So that's taken care of. And let's see what else. I've got 5 bundles, one of which is nearly full. I brought some extra feathers this time. I brought the iron pickaxe just in case we encounter any diamond. I got the leather boots as well in case we encounter powdered snow. The boat, the shears, a little bit of copper, a few arrows, and a bow. So that's our to-go pack today, and we're going to head off to the west. And west is right out our front door. So we're heading for 2,000 blocks. Wow, the bamboo is already grown up and ready to harvest again. Like I said, it's a great resource for your furnaces. And probably bamboo or kelp being one of my favorite automated farms for those reasons. Alright, we're heading west. You guys have seen this area before. This is our first ruined nether portal that we found. But we're going to head out this way, and as I find interesting things, I will bring them to your attention. Well, we've arrived at a huge ravine that I haven't seen. This is the first I've came to this. This is the furthest I've gone west. I do see a village over this way. That's a village we have not visited before, so I think we'll go around the ravine to this side, and then that'll swing us by this village so we can check it out on the way heading west, additionally west. Alright, we're coming up on this village, and we're gonna check it out, see what's going on, see what loot we can find. Maybe we'll find our first diamonds, who knows? Village chests do have a chance to give you diamonds. Wow, you can see I haven't been here because you can see that lava flow flowing down for the first time, so you know it's unloaded chunks. There's a little double decker. Actually, no, it's a blast furnace area here, so like a blacksmith. Let's go check out up here. Very disjointed village due to this strange train generation. There we go, our first chest. We've got some bread, some apples, some potatoes, a feather, and an oak sapling, so nothing significant there. Nothing in this one. Don't believe there were any more buildings in this direction, were there? Up on top there. But wow, look at that. Let's see, we gotta get up this way. Hey, Mr. Cat. Should have brought some of those fish from our fishing session. Mr. Blacksmith, or excuse me, Mr. Mason. Let's see. Well, cat is killing rabbits. We are witnessing murder. Mr. Cat, please stop. Let's see here. I don't believe I've been in that. Yeah, I went to that one, but not this one. So let's get down to it. With as little fall damage as possible, and nothing in that one either. Alright, it appears that we've reached the edge of this village, and wow. We've reached the edge of this village and nothing to be seen, so I will continue to head to the west. Well, I rescued what I could from this lava flow, but it took out several trees, and but I think I've got everything cleared out far enough away that it's not going to catch anything else on fire. So, well, you know I had to, so there's the update. Well, we're leaving the lava and we're entering a taiga. Looks like a little, maybe a little river over here as well. Yeah, so a little river taiga. Well, as we look across the expanse to the west, we have seen now our first snowy village. So we're coming up on that. Got our first frozen river and a little snowy plains area. So these are these in taiga villages are probably my favorites. I do really enjoy exploring these. Nothing so far. Check these barrels. Nothing in those. There's usually nothing in the barrels, by the way. Never found anything personally. Mr. Farmer. Let's see, I already went in that door. Check out this little snow house, and there's nothing in here. Big ravine. Yeah, careful. A lot of times they have like an ice pillar like this near the center of town. And I guess he's a weaponsmith, toolsmith, yeah, so. Oh, mother with her cub, so we gotta be careful with that. She will aggro on us with her cub. Look at that. Coal generated in the armorer's house. Interesting. Can't say I've ever seen that. Oh wow, hit the jackpot here. Got a furnace, potatoes, beetroots often found, snowballs, a little bit of coal, and a snow block. You often find beetroot seeds in these snowy villages. Nothing in that ice house. This is a large house here. Appeared larger from the outside. And probably the butcher, if he'll ever link with his tool or with his workstation. Nothing in these furnaces yet. Never found anything in the furnaces, but I do tend to check. I've already been here? I think I have, yeah. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think I have actually. I think I've already been to all these, yeah. Maybe not. I think that was the first time I'd seen those or been inside those. Maybe that one on the end, did I go in? Yeah, it did, because the door's open, so we're good. Alright, it appears we've fully explored this, this village, and now we'll continue to head to the west. Wow, the snowy expanse of Winter's Reach just reaches all across this kind of northwestern portion here. To the southwest, it's taigas and forests to the southwest, and then we're about 1,600 blocks to the west, and we'll continue this way. But anyway, I wanted to give you a peek at how the winter just extends on. Well, we are about 2,000 blocks to the east, or to the west now, and we've found an additional village, so we'll check this out before turning back and heading back to base. It's good to have done all this and seen kind of what's in our surrounding area. We're still missing a lot of biomes. We need to find desert and badlands and lots of additional biomes, but that'll all come in time. Alright, let's see what's going on up here in this village. Alright, we've got a blacksmith's house here with lava and a grindstone furnace. And, oh, a chest. Oh, we've got our first diamonds of the
has
series.
made the advancement diamonds.
And then with the helmet we found last time, we almost have a complete set of armor already for iron without having to even make it. Wow. Well, this is going really well. Get this organized so we can continue to find additional items. Alright. And we might better sleep off this night really quick before we encounter any mobs. Is 3 diamonds enough to make an enchanting table? I'm not sure. It might be. If it is, then that's probably what we'll do with those first 3 diamonds, is make an enchanting table and begin to enchant items. Oh, another blacksmith's house. Wow. Let's see how this one looks. More iron. I think that completes our iron set with the helmet back at base. Wow, a full iron armor without having to ever craft a single piece. And 2 iron pickaxes without crafting 1. We've got the cleric's house. Oh! Wow. Mr. Cleric, we need to fix that for you. Wow. Tell you what, let's do. We're gonna break. Oh. Wow. We're gonna break your house briefly to fix your house. Man alive. That's crazy. This terrain generation can be crazy sometimes. We almost fell in that hole. Probably wouldn't have killed us, but still. Yeah, that's the first time he linked with his workstation, so he hadn't been able to cross that barrier. We've got a weaponsmith with Smite 2 sword, baby villager, another cleric's house. Just checking for chests, and there's nothing. Whoops. Nothing in the brewing stand. I think that's it for this village on that direction. Let's head this way. A few more houses up this way. And nothing in that one. I don't believe we hit this one yet, did we? No, we did not. We got the double beds here and then the chest here. We'll head up this way. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. I think we already looked in this one, yeah. And I think we hit that one up there. Wow. Did we hit all these guys? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we did. And this is kind of where I think we came into the village at. Maybe not. I think I'm mistaken. Another bundle of our first book. And we'll be able to build a book and quill with that. And we can play around with that. Pretty large village. A lot of structures. No structures down in the dripstone caves, I don't think. Nope. Occasionally things will form in the caves, but I think that's it. This poor area here needs some attention. Alright, well now we will aim ourselves back to the east, which is this way, and head back home. And I'll meet you back at base unless I find something in this direction that's interesting on the way back. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Wow, check out that cave. Nice dripstone cave. Well, I was rescuing some trees around this lava pit, and I noticed right up there, ruined nether portal. So we're gonna go check that out. Alright, we're approaching the portal now, and I see the loot. Of course, watch out for lava pits. Yeah, there's one right there. Oh, we got a gold block, several ingots, some badly needed flint for our arrows, lodestone, more gold nuggets, iron nuggets, and another gold block. So pretty good. And I think that's all we're going to be able to get from this portal. And we'll continue to head to the east, back home. Well, we're back on the other side of this very large ravine with the village. I think I may have missed a couple of houses down at the bottom there. So I'm going to swing by there and then come back around to base that way. Well, it turns out there was a blacksmith house down here. Also some wolves here. Very interesting dripstone cave generation right here into the village nearly. And a wolf going inside the house. Interesting. But yeah, we picked up some more iron. We got a full iron armor set right here from the villages. So that's great. And now we're going to head and see what else is in this village that we missed, potentially. So as it turned out, this village that I just explored turned out to not be the same village that I thought it was. They're kind of situated similarly to the ravine, but that was the first village we explored. We kind of passed this one up and caught it on the way back. and explored it. So additional village explored. Well, we're coming up on our bamboo field here and making it back to base, having gone to the west there. And we finished our exploration now, and I think we have enough diamonds to maybe build us our first enchanting table, which is exciting. So and we've got plenty of leather for books and bookshelves. So this has been a good episode. Got a lot done, and we're really progressing in our world. So yeah, great episode. Great things here at Cloudstone Vale. Super excited about the future. Next episode, maybe we'll do some enchanting. But until then, I am Lupercus, and I'll see you in the next episode.